Hey everyone, Sam and Chris from Wyvern Kodiak here. Before we get started, like and subscribe, check out some of the other videos and content that we have on our channels. Thanks a lot. This is so freaking fidgety. It is ridiculous. This is the type of knife that gets me in trouble. Everyone, this is Sam at Wyvern Kodiak. I am checking out the Vosteed Raccoon, and this is the premium version, titanium, M390, the whole deal. So let's take a look at this thing real quick. So you have these beautiful titanium scales with this diagonal milling pattern on it. Really, really nice. It's pretty deep actually. You can hear that. You've got a back spacer here, also titanium, 3 dots and long. On here you've got a titanium milled pocket clip, thumb studs, front flipper, some jimping in a couple of spaces. This is a Vanchor lock, and you can see that the pocket clip is reversible, and it does have some copper hardware on this thing, but not everywhere, which is kind of interesting. So there's only a couple spots, but they didn't do it in the back spacer or the clip. I don't know. It's maybe I'm just being weird about this. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Anyhow, let's take a look at this thing. Gorgeous black wash drop point blade on here. It is in M390, as I think I mentioned. It does have a nice little swedge here. Edge on this thing is outstanding, as Vosteed tends to do. And yeah, it is really a very nice knife, and this thing is super fun. So let's do some real quick spec check on this thing. You've got a 7.59 inch overall knife. The blade on it is 3.22 inches, and the weight comes in at 4.64 ounces. Size comparisons, I try to use knives that others are familiar with. So this is a Demko 80-20.5. This is a Demko Shark Cub. And the Vosteed is a smidge bigger than the 80-20.5. So definitely a full-size knife. I will also use the Benchmade bug out. And since we're on Vosteeds, let's do a Vosteed porcupine. Oops, that slipped out of my hand there. And you can see that the Raccoon is bigger than both of those as well, just a little bit bigger than the bug out. So very nice full-size knife. And yeah, so let's do some ergo checks here real quick. 4 fingers, ergos in hand. You know, plenty of room here. I've got double XL hands, so I've got more than enough room on here. I am getting a little bit of a hot spot off of this clip right here. Nothing crazy, not going to, but I am getting it right in here. I am getting that, but nothing outstandingly terrible for sure. Little landing spot here. You can choke up. This is really nice. This would be home for me. And I'm locked in, ready to go on here. So absolutely no problems whatsoever with the ergos. Just a little bit of a spot here on the clip, and it is just, the edge is sharp on the clip right here. So I think that's really what it comes down to, is if they just rounded this off a little bit, knocked it down, it wouldn't be a problem. But other than that, it's got good ergos. Definitely fits big hands comfortably. So action is on bearings. So, and it drops shut. Thumb stud, no problem. Reverse flick on the thumb stud, no problem. Front flipper, again, no problem. Yeah, reach over the top, side flick with the front flipper, absolutely no problem. So this is a ultra super fidgety knife, and an absolute joy to play with, to be honest. So I'm digging it. I am digging it. The jimping on here is functional jimping, but it sits flush right here with the scales, so you kind of get a little bit of slide. You can feel it a little bit, but you know, honestly, I don't think I use this spot right here. I think this is more for the front flipper than anything, because it's up here. So it works for the front flipper, but when it's open, I'm not quite sure that this does much of anything. This jimping right here is where my thumb lands when I'm actually using the knife and in its open position. So good jimping. Could be a little bit sharper, but not terrible. Just personal preference thing. It is functional jimping though. So let's see here. I did mention that it is M390, so let's check out the, boy, I can play with this thing all day. Let's check out the pocket clip on this thing, test that out here. The pocket clip has a small ramp, but has plenty of bend and spring in it. I think this will do all right. It probably will be a passing grade, but it is not an outstanding pocket clip by any stretch of the means. For those of you new to the channel, this is a medium thickness pair of jeans. I am going to take this knife and put it in the pocket. I'm going to see how easy the pocket clip goes over the lip and into the pocket. I'm going to see how well the retention is, as well as how easy it comes out of the pocket, and any long-term damage or fraying that it will do to the edges or seams of the pocket. So here we go. A little bit of pressure, pops over the top, and there you go. It is definitely not deep carry. It sticks out probably more than a ½ inch out of the pocket there. So it could be a little bit deeper in my opinion, but if it's not a big deal to you, it's not a big deal. So it does retain pretty well. I can feel that. It has no problems whatsoever with that. Let's pull it out here now. And it does come out with a little bit of pressure. So as I suspected, takes a little bit of pressure to get in and out, but it isn't horrible. Gets a good passing grade on it. It's a B. It's a B on the pocket clip. Could be better, definitely could be worse. So you know, no issues whatsoever with the pocket clip in my opinion. It just could have a bigger ramp in my opinion. If the ramp on this was just a little bit longer, it would be great. And then obviously the edges I had mentioned before, which create a hot spot on your hand, if those were knocked down a little bit, this would be a lot more of a comfortable knife when you're gripped in a 4-finger grip position like this. So that is my 2 harps on this knife more than anything else. Other than that, fit and finish on this is outstanding. The action on this thing is outstanding. They're using premium materials. The build quality on this from Vosteed is spectacular as always, and as always expected from them, because that just seems to be what Vosteed is doing lately, is hitting home run after home run. So would love to know what your thoughts are on this knife. Do you have a Raccoon? And if so, do you have this version? Do you have the more budget-friendly versions? I know they have them in different locking mechanisms, different fits and finishes. So would love to hear from you. Drop us a comment. And then if you aren't yet, do me a favor, like and subscribe to the channel. And follow us on Instagram at Wyvern Kodiak. And then join us Wednesday nights live in the Dragon's Lair. That is a YouTube live stream. So we can hang out, talk about knives, EDC, and anything else. We usually have some really cool guests to come and hang out with us. And we have a lot of fun. Anyway, I appreciate everybody's time. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. And you all take care.